3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to the TNT podcast. My name is Darren, and this is Tuna, and we are talking tech like we do every week here on the channel. And it has been a minute. I know we missed last week because I was, dealing with my son's baseball tournaments and all the fun stuff that comes with summer playing games.
Life steps in, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But it's okay because hey, how you doing, Dan? One of the things about taking a week off from tech is that it gives us a lot to talk about the week after.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's always fun when we get to the end of August because undoubtedly at this time of the year, we start to hear about the upcoming Google Pixel releases. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about Pixel today because I know there's a bit of talk about Pixel Folds and Z Fold 5 showdowns. It's like two competitors in a ring going at it, but we'll get to that shortly. Dan, how you doing, buddy?
Half dead, but I'm here.
Oh, my God. Who is that guy? Who is that guy?
Can you hear me okay?
I do love the we can hear you, yes. I do love the purple pop filter that you have on your microphone there. That's actually quite impressive.
I bought that separately. I had to get it.
No, it looks like you're sucking Thanos' dick. I'm just kidding. It's actually very nice. I actually like the combination of the white microphone and the purple pop filter. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Thank you.
It actually matches up well with the hat too, which I appreciate.
I just love his reaction. It's like, yep.
He's trying to roll back on the Thanos' dick comment. That's what
I am. Sorry.
Oh boy.
I don't imagine it to look anything like that. That's for sure. But anyway,
I don't imagine that very often. So whatever. Hey, let's move along here.
There's some visual for all the people that are listening to this podcast the day after. Just try to picture that in your head.
Welcome back, TNT.
The TNT podcast. Welcome, Dan, Tuna. So Pixelate. So right now, always around this time of the year, conveniently, Google or whoever you want to blame starts to release little snippets about what the potential next Pixel will be. So just this week, we got a couple little snippets of information. So we already talked a little bit about their Audio Magic Eraser tool, which is meant to be kind of like the big AI-powered thing for this year, which I know we all agreed sounds like an amazing idea. Now, I was reading up some of the literature that someone had leaked about this, and they were saying that in the promotional video, they're going to have your friends and family's reactions during a thrilling game, where the AI can emphasize the sound of your family, but remove all of the other noise at this quote unquote thrilling game. I don't know what kind of game it is exactly. Stadium noise, I guess we could call it. But apparently that's meant to be their big AI push with the new Tensor chip, which I think is kind of interesting. Now,
I agree it's coming because I got an email from Google, I want to say a couple days ago, and they send me these random surveys. I'm sure other people get them too. And some of the questions were like, what are some future features you would like to see in a Pixel device? And one of them was like on-the-fly audio editing.
Oh.
So I thought when I read that, I was like, well, of course, I'm going to say yes. I know it's coming anyways. So I just think that's pretty interesting. And I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it or not. I don't think it's any NDA. I didn't sign anything.
It's not a secret.
No, I don't
already
think
got
so.
the Pixel 8.
No, I don't have the Pixel 8. I had the Pixel 9.
I think people should have just requested better thermals. That would have.
It might be with the Tensor G3 that we don't know. It's not going to be a powerhouse by any means. It never will be, but it'll be better hopefully.
Well, I mean, I think I guess my question would be for you guys: is it going to be as groundbreaking as the Magic Eraser for images was? Like, do you see yourself using this, Dan?
I don't know. I need to see it in action, really. I need to see it in action.
I mean, like, okay, let me give you a hypothetical here. So let's say you go to watch your favorite soccer match. I'm assuming
it's football.
Cricket, football. Okay, sorry, football. I apologize. Sorry, it's been too long in North America. you go and watch your favorite football match, Dan, and you're screaming, "Go team, go!"
Go team, go!
Is it
Yeah.
that important?
Very unique. Very
Yes.
unique. Yes.
Is it that
Go
important
sports.
for your voice to be isolated from the rest of this recording? Let's say you're doing a video of your favorite
No.
player. I don't think so either. That was my thing. Like,
Not at that, because you we're a sports event. It's the atmosphere. You don't really want
Right.
to cut everything out, right? But
yeah,
I
I mean,
I suppose it may be. I don't know. I'm trying to think what sort of situation it'd be good for.
well, that's exactly where
Maybe
I'm
if
at.
you were doing some sort of recording, maybe some sort of podcast, and there was a bit of background noise, you could eliminate more of the background noise. It's a little bit
Right.
similar, like Sony's got that. What is it? Music Pro or something like that on their Xperias.
right.
Now, forgive me if
That
I'm
sort of
wrong,
lets
but
you do that sort of thing.
don't we already have that? Because there's already that like microphone audio
Well,
AI
that's for
stuff.
call. That's for call.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the problem I have with it is, everyone complains how terrible pixels are for video, and they're not fantastic compared to.
I don't think they're
obviously,
that
Apple.
bad.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But I think if they are planning on making it better at video, I think this is the next iteration. Like the microphone I'm
Yes.
using now has automatic background noise cancellation. So, and it actually does work because I have a AC vent like right next to me, and I can't hear it in my headphones anymore. So I think it's nothing new, but it's something
Right.
different. And I think Google, it's like Apple. They invent something, and it's been around for a while. They just critique it, make it better. That's what Google's doing here, I think. But it's definitely something I'd be interested in. If I'm shooting a video of my daughter riding her bike and someone runs by and says, "Hey, F you," roll out the window of a car or something, will it be able to take that out, or will I be able to edit that out later? That'd be something to be useful.
Yeah, if you could isolate it, that'd be pretty cool.
Or isolate just the guy screaming the cuss word,
that's
what
what I
I'll
mean.
do, I'll share the promotional video that they leaked. This was, I think, a couple of weeks back, but this is allegedly the video for.
That's it.
That's all we get.
So they blocked out what, the noise of the wheels? I didn't.
So I always think of it this way. So because Google, I think I would argue Google's one of the more like family friendly devices. Like as in anybody can pick up a Pixel and be pretty easy.
Yeah,
to
but they
use.
don't say buy your grandma a Pixel like iPhone does.
True.
So.
So I wonder if the context here is mostly pushing, like, I'll give you an example. Let's say your children are in a play and you're recording from the audience, and you've got all these parents going, "Oh, look at little Johnny, look at little Sammy, look at little Tuna in the background. He looks so cute." All of those voices are going to cloud the sound that's coming from the stage, right? Let's say your daughter's singing or your son is singing, for example. If they could manage to find a way to isolate that sound and just pick up whatever the camera is focused on and isolate that and remove all the other sounds, that could be pretty interesting. I think that might be the play, and I think that's where they believe this technology might be going. In a stadium situation, that would be impressive if you could eliminate all the other sounds apart from the one sound that you wanted. Imagine a stadium of screaming fans and Tuna saying, Messi, Messi, and like throwing his underwear onto the football field. Like,
right.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what. I think it's definitely an interesting idea. Is it enough to sell, 20 million Pixel 8?
So
phones?
we all use Magic Eraser for photos, right? And
Yes.
you noticed if you use it in a very patterned background, you can tell something was adjusted. And if you pixel peep, you can still kind of tell something was taken out. But it's pretty simple. You draw a circle around it, you're good. Audios, I would say, is probably a little more complicated, wouldn't you think? I mean, I don't think you can. I guess it's easy to cut it out, but like if you have like a hum in the background and then you take out one sound, are you going to hear like a gap in that hum? Like a normal sound in the background? I don't know. It should be interesting to see how it works. And Google's going to make it
Especially
better.
because it's on device. Like we're not
Right.
talking about uploading this to a PC and looking at the the WAV file. Like we're not doing that. This is meant to
Yeah.
be instantaneous, right?
That's because the G3 is going to be that powerful. That's based on AI. That's what they
So
touted their.
what they say here in the leak, I'm just looking at the leak literature here, but it's saying that that they want to leverage the AI and ML capabilities. I don't know what the fuck ML is, but sure.
Machine learning.
Machine learning.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Okay, of the Tensor Mobile G3 chipset, and they want to build on the Hey Google stuff as well.
You just triggered everyone's device. Thank you.
Sorry. But they were saying here, sorry.
Damn it.
Quick phrase. They want to incorporate more quick phrases so that your device knows your voice, so that you don't have to say the trigger word. You can just say like answer, snooze, respond, and it knows that it's you that's commanding the device, which I think is kind of interesting. That gives me a little bit kind of what was that stupid Tom Cruise movie with the AI where he's doing all this?
Minority Report.
Yes, it gives me very Minority Report.
I'm glad we're
of,
here to fill in
vibes.
your missing thoughts there, Darren.
Oh, I know. I'm having a mental block today. I don't know
He's
what's
still
going on.
thinking about Thanos' dick. That's what it is.
I am. It's true.
That
I-
damn microphone. Let me tell
I
you.
know. Let's go. I think we should put a little label on the side that says Thanos' dick. But yeah, no, I just don't know. Like, it's interesting. There's a lot of we know that some of the leaked images, which I may have here for you, have
You got leaked images of a Google Pixel 8? How did you
Well,
get those? You must have inside information.
renders is what we'll say.
Man.
So we know what we know.
Vendors.
6.2 inch for the
Now that's
Ooh.
the Pro or the 8?
That's the standard Pixel
Standard.
8.
It's Thanos.
Is it flat screen? That would be very interesting because I think if we get a flat screen, that
No.
might actually be.
Round those
No,
screens.
I think it's
Round them.
flat on both. Flat on both. Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm not really
I
a big
mean,
fan of flat. I'm more of, I
Oh,
like
give me the
You
curves.
like an
flat.
all
Give me
curve.
the
You
flat.
like
my
you like the
curve,
quad
yeah.
curve. Yeah.
Let me use the screen protector properly, please.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I was meaning something else. Sorry.
So this is
Oh,
the leaked renders, if you will.
How hard is it to develop a render for a phone? It's a slab with a camera in the middle. I mean, that could be any phone. I mean, the back.
I mean,
isn't-
I think
I
it's going to
get it.
look a lot like previous generations. I see
Yeah.
the body, okay, just based on this, what could be fake, but based on that leak there, I think we might be getting a rounder body, but a flat
Looks
screen.
like it.
It's
Yep.
it might feel very pebble-ish, if you will, like rounded back, kind of flat screen.
Are you and Dan excited for this device?
I would love to have. I love Pixel stuff.
I like
everybody
Pixel
Pixel
8 or
too.
8 Pro. I'm saying the Pixel 8 series in general. We excited because it seems
8
like
Pro,
to
yeah.
me, I'm excited for the 8 as well. But
Yeah,
just like the iPhone 15, I'm not excited about that. But it's going to have some iterative improvements. This is basically
Yeah.
a 7 Pro where they, we always make fun of Apple for not changing designs that often and not really doing a whole lot. Google's doing the same thing. So I mean, I think they need some iterative updates. Like Dan was saying earlier, Thermo is terrible.
yeah,
The SoC is a big thing. I mean, we're going to have to see what G3 is like, but I'm expecting better performance and better thermals, but it just
Yeah,
depends
we
how
don't
Google
know.
manages it. I don't know.
The bigger story around the Pixel 8 leak is will they go eSIM? So earlier this week there was a
Well.
leak saying that eSIM may be coming to the Pixel line, which I fucking hope not.
Well,
I
I think they'll have
think-
the option for both. I think like a lot of the
Yeah.
phones now have both. I think that'd be perfect. Why make two different SKUs or two different phones for different countries when you can
Yeah.
make them all across the board and then have people use eSIM if they want? That doesn't make any sense. I know Apple's a $1 trillion company; they have the extra cash flow, but
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a dumb idea. I think eSIMs should go the way of the curved screen, if I'm being honest. But I don't know. It's kind of an interesting look. I mean, again, this is just speculation. I mean, we really
Right.
don't know. But normally at this time of the year, we get about 60% of the story. Some of
well,
it
actually,
real,
hold on.
some of
Google's
it's
calling
not.
me right now. I'll go ask them.
Yep. Are they calling you on your nothing phone? Because that's impressive.
Yes, they don't know because they don't know it's there. It's nothing, so they didn't know.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
So
right.
they just think they're calling you on a Pixel device, which is interesting as well.
They all after a while they all seem the same.
Yeah, they all seem the same, exactly. But I don't know. I think the Pixel 7's line was received very well, generally, despite some shortcomings with
I
the
think it was
processor.
solid, yeah.
Marketing helped a lot.
It did. I mean, I think if the success of the Pixel 7 is the reason why we have the Pixel Fold. If the Pixel 7 had been a bomb, I think the Pixel Fold would have been scrapped altogether.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to push hard here on the Pixel 8. Is this going to be their marketing blitz?
Well, they have to at this point. They got to keep going. Even Apple,
they have to go hard here, right?
Even their marketing's about someone dancing around in bright clothes, but they have the phone in their hand or showing something off. Google is very similar. They got these trendy people, models, and I like the fact that they're pushing into sports now. They have the basketball, NBA. That was also part of the survey that I was asked. They were saying,
football teams here in the UK as well now.
They were saying, what kind of sports stuff would you like to see in the future? Like, would you like some swag? And if you're a Pixel Super Fans group, or would you like to, first come, first serve tickets to certain, pickleball tournament? No, it wasn't pickleball, but
Can you imagine
guy I follow?
Pickleball sponsored by Google Pixel.
There's a guy I follow on Twitter X, and he's a Man United fan, big Man United fan, and now Pixel's going to be. They've got a deal with Liverpool, so he's like, I'm devastated. I need to get rid of my Pixel now. It's
you reckon it's the curse of the Pixel? Yeah,
it's kind of like
a rival sports team,
College sports is real big here, and Ohio State and Michigan, it's a big rivalry in college football. It's been for years. If Ohio State came out and said we're going to be sponsored by Apple, I'd say, sorry, I'm not watching
exactly that
anymore.
Yeah.
I get it 100%. Yeah,
it's funny.
So I mean, I wonder how much money that costs them, because you're right, they've gone into a lot of these areas now. Like the NBA alone has to be a expensive bill for Google.
But that pays off in the long run. It has to. That's why they invest
I mean, I would
much.
assume, but I mean, there was that story that came out, and I forget that I'm not up to date with my NBA, but there was a basketball player, I think it might have been during the All-Star game. And he took out his Pixel device and was taking photos, and he copped backlash on social media because he was using an Android device.
So that's I forget the Anacaputo or whatever his name is.
Yes.
So he's been Google's came up to him and said, "Would you do it?" In the past, when Google or Samsung have asked someone to sponsor their phones, you always catch them using an iPhone. This guy has been all last season has been pictures of him taking pictures of him with his Pixel phone out, and even his teammates are saying, "Oh, he's a green bubble," like making fun of him because they're all in group. He swears by the Pixel, and whether he likes it or not, he has not shown. I'm not saying this is never going to happen, but he's shown that he's true. I mean, that All-Star game, he said something. He clapped back on X, and
he did
said something. They were like, "Oh, okay."
I saw that.
Well, I mean,
good for him.
Again, I know Sam, who's usually with us here. Sam always mentions that he feels like, especially
that's who it was.
In the States, the battle has been lost to the iPhone, which I mean, it was just not wrong. We already talked a lot about on this channel how young people prefer the iPhone. Yes, like us, prefer the iPhone. And if you don't have an iPhone, you get ridiculed, you get made fun of, you get told. And there were studies done just recently too in regards to the world of dating, saying that some people wouldn't even date someone that doesn't have an iPhone, which I think is fucking crazy, but sure.
I think it's perfect.
You think it's perfect?
Because then you know who not to date.
True. This is true. Yeah.
Very materialistic and narrow-minded people do that kind
of
stuff.
So
I don't want to be with them anyways.
Makes it so much easier.
Yeah, if you're the hottest person in the world, that's how you are personally. I'm done.
Okay, so here's an interesting question, right? So I know this is slightly off topic. We're all married men here, but if you were in the world of dating today, what model of iPhone that would the other person have to have for you to be impressed? As in, like, oh shit, like. Like, that's good. Now, it doesn't have to be the latest one, Let's just say one that you would be like, fuck, yep, that.
Does it have to be an
That's-
iPhone?
Yes, because this is about dating and using.
And I don't
iPhones.
care. They could have any iPhone they want. It
Literally,
wouldn't
I won't bother
at
me
all.
at all.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Unless they
but
had like
hey,
the first gen that didn't work and I couldn't get a hold of them, then that'd be a problem.
that would be a problem.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're not judging people based on the model of their iPhone, which I'm sure also happens in the world of dating when it comes to iPhones and iPhone use, which I find again slightly hilarious. But
I mean, I rip on Apple a lot, but I don't hate Apple by any means. I own their
Me
product.
neither.
I just prefer Android right now. It goes back and forth.
it does.
The
Yeah.
iPhone 15, I
Yeah.
probably won't be the first to buy it. Will I maybe buy one and try it? Maybe. I don't know.
I probably will as well.
Yeah. So, but if it's $1,200-$1,300, I'm gonna have to wait. They don't drop in price very quick, but I'm
No.
gonna wait a little bit. That's a lot of money for any phone. At least it's
I'm
not a
usually-
Sony device because Sony's way over.
Wait. Sorry. Dan, just a quick question on the Sony device. How much is the Xperia 1.5 in the UK?
$12.99.
Oh, that's
Which is
cheaper, I think,
what-
than
That's
here.
pounds, right?
It's pounds. Pounds
Yeah.
sterling.
So in US dollars, that would be 1634,
Hmm.
which is okay.
about right,
That's pretty
yeah.
good. That's,
I
I
think
just
it's-
wondered because
I think pre-order was $14.99. I think maybe here in the US, and it came with
Yeah.
the earbuds or something. I can't remember.
Cheaper than last year, because last year I think it was a 512 gig model only, and you got 256 this time instead. So it dropped the
Right.
price
Right.
a little bit, which
the storage costs that much, an extra $200.
Well, I think the 5 Mark
Yeah.
5 it's just got a release date now too.
Yes.
The smaller version of the 5.
well,
Mark 5?
they're announcing it on start of September, but there's changes coming with that model, so I don't know.
I just saw that they had something was announced that they're going to be announcing. that
Yeah,
phone.
I mean it's
Yeah.
always been a smaller. It's basically just been a smaller one in the
Right,
past,
okay.
and some slight camera differences since last gen. But it looks like they're changing it. They're changing quite a lot this time around.
Yeah.
It looks like they're trying to make it cheaper. So
Maybe
I think that's
compared
good.
with, like the
it depends. I mean, if
iPhone.
it's like a standard, I think there's a camera that's been cut, so it's probably the telephoto that's been cut out. But
See, why
Yeah.
can't they keep it the same
I
and then lower
know.
the price?
I
'Cause
just-
then
I
we
just
would
wanna-
have it. Yeah, whatever.
I just want to keep the telephoto. Get rid of the ultra wide. I don't care.
Do you think Sony's
just-
going to be in the phone game much longer? Mobile game? They're not. They can't be making a whole lot of money.
I mean, they are. They're going to stick with it because they're profitable, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Well, LG's profitable, it's just not in the mobile section. They jumped out pretty quick.
No, I mean like Sony's profitable in Xperia,
Oh, are they? Well, I guess
Yeah.
I'm thinking. of
whereas
just the
LG was
US.
hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
But LG just didn't really try to rework it. They just went, oh, we'll just pull it out.
Yeah.
And I'm being narrow-minded too because I think Sony probably sells better in other places than the US as well.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
didn't
They
you-
sell really well.
they
They
have
sell
carrier
really well
deals
in
and stuff?
China. They sell
They
really
do
good
carrier
in China.
deals in the UK.
Yeah, I got mine on
See,
carrier.
we don't have
so,
that here.
Yeah,
There's no carrier deals for that.
it's
damn
the only
thing.
reason I
same
could
in-
get
same in
it.
Canada.
It's the only way I
Yeah.
could get it. Yeah,
Right.
but
I mean,
they
here,
they sell pretty decent, and I think Sony doesn't really see it as as the phone brand now. I
problem.
think it's more
Yeah.
sort of like a category in their camera lineup.
Yeah, it's like an
rather-
extension of their
Yeah.
devices.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
trialing new tech. They're trialing new
Yeah.
tech. Like the main camera sensor is nothing's got that tech in it. The cameras don't have it. No other phone's got it, but they will soon. So it's like a way for them to sort of test new hardware. So I think they'll
I'll be
stick
the
with it.
Sam though. I'm gonna be the Sam of the group today.
yeah.
As good as that Sony probably is, it's not going to sell like the iPhone or any
It
Apple
doesn't need
device.
to.
I
Doesn't
know.
need to.
I just
I don't think.
wish
Yeah, I
they
think
would
Dan's
push
right.
more.
They don't care. They just don't
No.
care. Like they make enough money from the selling of their camera sensors and their DSLRs and all of that, right? I mean,
I just love
I-
that they're like, no, we're just gonna do it our own way.
Right.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
great.
it's kind of
That's
like the
true.
nothing phone, right? It's we're gonna do it our way, and fuck
Yeah.
it, you like it, you don't, big deal, right?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it is. But you know what? Maybe more companies do need to take that approach when it comes to tech. You know,
Sure,
instead of copycatting and cloning an iPhone, just say fuck it. This is how we're gonna do it.
It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
Like
it
cloning an iPhone just doesn't work. People are just
Or
going to
look
buy
at
an
Xiaomi,
iPhone.
right?
Yeah.
All Xiaomi phones, they look exactly like an iPhone. The interface is iPhone.
Well, they
like.
sell good in the West
Right.
too, or the East, I should say.
Yeah, because everybody there wanted an iPhone, but now that iPhones are becoming more readily available in places like China, Apple's dominance there is starting to push as well. So, I mean, I think that was the thing with a lot of these other companies like Xiaomi and Oppo and all that. They became big there because there wasn't the option to buy Western phones like the iPhone. But now it's pushing into China, it's pushing into those markets.
But you've got Xiaomi like really pushing into like imaging now with 13 Ultra, 13 Pro, 13 Ultra. Like they're really pushing that now. So they're pushing more into those niche areas.
Here's what I wonder if Xiaomi is going to take a page from Sony and just start saying, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to focus on our cameras and we'll slap a phone on it. And if you like it, you like it. And I think we saw that with the 13 Ultra because they just went, fuck it. Let's give everything we got here and let's just put it all into a phone and just see if people like it. And it was
an amazing camera system. Like it's just, it's great.
And I mean, we talked about, like the Honor phone and Oppo and all those companies that are just coming out and saying, this is what we're going to do. We're going to lean into what we know. I know with Oppo, speaking of smartphones, they're on the cusp of releasing their N3 and N3 Flip, which is meant to come out at some point in the next couple of months, I think with IFA, which is next month.
Is IFA next month already?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Techtober. We're coming up to Techtober here.
Coming up to it, yeah. Here's the question, right? With the Find N2, which I know Sam used for a little bit and he loved. Do you think the Find N3 is going to be global?
No.
No way.
I
Even
think
with the Magic V2,
it'll be global. When you say global, I assume the entire world. Like the U.S. is not considered. I mean, it is global, but when I see the Honor 5 Magic 5 Pro was global, but it wasn't available in the U.S. and didn't work on any carriers but T-Mobile. So
I think global. The word global, I think, is more to insinuate that it would work in more regions. I think,
and have native Google Play services.
Yes, and have Google services. Correct. Yeah.
We'll come to Europe.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's where their biggest areas are, right? Europe, Asia, etc. And I mean, I don't know. Like, it's interesting to kind of see what they're coming up with and what they're doing because I think all of these companies are pushing hard, but I also feel like they're going in the direction of Sony. The more they push the smartphone and they realize they can't compete really when it comes to being a smart device, they have to go back on what they've been known for, which is their cameras. And then I think that little niche that Sony's carved out for themselves might become a little bit more of a crowded room as these companies kind of realize that they can't compete with the Apples and the Samsungs of the world, right? Which is kind of an unfortunate, monopoly of the market.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's interesting to see kind of what's going on. And I mean, talking about, I know, Tuna, you mentioned this today about, lost my train of thought for a second. What's coming forward with a lot of these companies like Google, because Google right now they've just picked up the NFL. So on Google TV, they're now doing the NFL Sunday Ticket in this new season, which I think is pretty fucking good. And they allegedly outbid Apple and Amazon to get it.
True, I bet they paid a fortune.
Oh, I fucking mad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking the same thing. That must have cost them.
Along the same lines, I was at the radio this morning. They were talking about Amazon and ESPN working together to make a pay for service that's going to range from $10 to $20 a month to have a bunch of because if we all know, maybe you don't know, ESPN's been bleeding money. They've been firing people left and right. But that would be interesting. But how many more streaming services can people afford?
Can we sign up for? Yeah. Yep. I was just talking to a buddy of mine this week because here in Canada we have Netflix, we have Amazon Prime, we have Disney, which tends to be most of the world. Which one of those would you, if you had to get rid of one of them today for economic purposes, which one are you killing?
Disney.
I want to see if Tuna.
Of all streaming services, which one would I?
Out of let's say Disney, Amazon, and Netflix, which are the big three.
Amazon in a heartbeat. Because here's the thing: Amazon's $150 a year for their Prime here in the U.S. That's just too much. I've already canceled it and went to Walmart Plus and get Paramount Plus included, and I get free deliveries with that. The problem with Amazon is they did have a couple shows I liked, but it wasn't enough to keep me invested. It really was.
I love Amazon. Amazon's my
me too.
go-to.
Oh, it's one of my favorites too. Yeah.
See, I think
think-
Amazon scares me. Like I'm invested too much. If I spend all that money, that I'm gonna be like,
You're gonna
uh-oh.
just buy. That's
Yeah.
my
Because
problem.
I don't have any Ring
Funny.
devices now because of that. I don't have any Blink devices because they all used to be independent and then they went and got bought. I can't. I'm too worried about it. So I'm with Sam here. I'm getting rid of Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't miss it at all. I really
It's
don't.
a 50-50 split.
Yeah, so
but
I agree with
we
Dan.
win.
Oh yeah, you guys, you and Sam win. I say Disney. Now, part of the reason I would, for me, for Disney, first of all, I don't watch most of the Disney programming. That's
Now, you talking
out
about the
there.
trio with Hulu and ESPN Plus included? Because
No,
that's why
so
I don't
it-
want to get rid of it. Because I
No,
have the
so
trio.
we don't do the trio here. Disney is just Disney. So all of that, like Disney.
Well, you can do it
movies-
separately too. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you can, yeah. I mean, I think for me personally, like, besides Star Wars and maybe some of the Avengers stuff,
Mhm.
there's really not that much on Disney for me, right? Like, that's mostly for rewatching instead of watching new content. There's not really a lot that's kind of gone.
Well, I
having
guess
said
if you look
that-
at that way, Disney is not that important to me as well, even having kids. But I looked at it as
Yeah,
Disney and Hulu and ESPN Plus are all combined for me for like $12 a month. So
right.
I mean, if
I
the,
watch Hulu all the time.
If the
I
Star
do.
Wars stuff and the Marvel stuff was actually any good,
I don't
Yeah,
like Star Wars.
it
I'm not a
would
big
be-
Star
it'd be
Wars
more
guy.
I mean,
enticing.
it's total
Yeah.
shite now. But if it was good, I would probably
Yeah.
keep Disney. I'd probably get rid of Netflix. But
Right. Okay.
yeah, for now, Disney's just got nothing to offer
mean,
me at all.
Maybe I'm sacrilegious, but I do not like Star Wars anything. I've never really gotten into that series, any of them.
Yeah, I always was until the last trilogy kind of killed it off for me. But
It ruined it for
Really?
you.
yeah, big time.
Yeah. I think.
Did you catch Moon Knight on Disney Plus? That was
Yeah,
actually
it was
really
alright.
good.
Moon Knight
It was
was
alright.
pretty good.
I
Yeah,
liked
that was actually-
I liked a lot of the things they did. It could have been a bit better, but it was.
But they're never gonna bring it back. They said that was it. That's the series. That's nothing else they're gonna do.
No, apparently there's another
Yeah,
season.
supposed to be
another season
more.
coming.
Oh,
Supposed
really?
to be
I hope
more,
it
yeah.
was an interesting series. It really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I like the character.
Yes. Well, I mean, Oscar Isaac. He's done everything. X-Men, Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
you
good.
name it. But he's a great actor. Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of the programming on Disney. Again, you know, I mean, I agree with you, Dan. It's kind of gone to shit now, especially when in the world
Yeah.
of Marvel.
Well, Marvel's been overkill. That's why that Blue Beetle that's coming out is like doing really well because it's not a typical superhero movie. People are
Yes.
burnt out with that stuff. They really are.
I think we're getting to. You might be able to get this reference. I think we're getting to 1999 Ben Affleck Daredevil level of superhero movie burnout. I think that's where we're at. I think we're there
Chris
again.
Daredevil, you're right. He was also Batman.
Yes. it's
And
true.
Chris, what's the actor for Captain America?
Oh, Chris
Evans.
Evans,
Yeah,
thank
he
you.
was also the Human Torch in the
He was,
Fantastic
yeah.
Four original. So
Yeah.
they can't do that. That's messed up.
I think the trouble is that the movies just if the movies were good, I don't think there would be the same burnout. But because there's
Yes.
just so much of it now and it's all shit,
Yeah,
everyone's like,
they
nah.
end game, and after that was kind of like, how
Yeah.
much more can you pull out?
I think the last one was Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man was
Like,
probably
yeah.
the last.
The cartoon one was really
Yeah.
good. I like that.
I
I
did
liked
quite well.
Last Thor. I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was more like an action hero kind of thing. But I thought it was kind of funny. But
Yeah.
the Doctor Strange and the Ant-Man,
Yeah.
those were
Big
terrible.
misses, yeah.
I mean, they were
Yeah.
action packed. It's like Fast
Well,
and
I mean-
Furious. Fast and Furious 10 is a stupid movie, but it's action packed, and if you don't want
I've
to,
still not watched Ant-Man. I've still
That
not
was-
bothered.
No,
What was that?
I haven't
was
watched
okay.
Ant-Man yet.
Have you
I
not
watched
seen
it.
any of
It
them?
was all right.
Ant-Man,
What'd you say?
You have not watched any of them, Dan.
No. I've seen
Oh.
Ant-Man and the second one.
The
second
Wasp,
one I
Ant-Man
al-
and the Wasp.
I love the first one. I love the
The
first one.
multiverse just throws it
Yeah.
off. They keep putting this
Second one,
multiverse and everything.
second one I thought was kind of crap,
Yeah.
and I just
third
haven't
one.
bothered. There's multiple ones now I've not watched, like Black Panther, latest
Oh,
one.
yeah. Never seen that.
It wasn't
Ant-Man.
bad. It was
Whatever
more
else.
sad to me, just because they kept talking about the the actor. That
Yeah.
passed.
I think I was fully done once I watched Thor. That just
It wasn't that movie
I
was
was
not
out.
to me a superhero movie. It was more like a comedy.
Yeah.
To
yeah,
me.
but it was
Yeah.
Thor's
shit
always been-
comedy. It was such
Yes.
bad comedy as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Oh.
listen,
I'm a
I'll
shitty
always
person,
have a
so I
soft
thought it
spot. I'll always
That
have a
was really
soft
bad,
spot
huh?
for Paul Rudd. So Paul
I
Rudd,
love Paul
feel
Rudd,
like-
yeah, I love
yeah,
Paul
me
Rudd.
too. He should be in every
yeah, but
movie.
Ant-Man's terrible. I hate all the Ant-Man movies. I never thought any of those were good.
Oh, I
I
love
don't
the
think
first
he's a real
one.
super. I didn't see. I grew up in the '90s when I still have a box of comic books. I don't look at them, but they're somewhere in my house. And I never thought Ant-Man was really a superhero. It's kind of like Batman. Don't crucify me, people out there listening. But
Yeah,
to me,
they're
Batman
coming
is not a
for ya.
superhero. He's a rich man that has toys. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah,
not like
sure.
Superman, who's an alien who has powers. Anyway, that's
True.
a different topic.
This is
for
true.
sure.
But yeah,
Dan's
no,
like,
again,
I'm gonna kill you. He's a big
Dan's
Batman
coming for
fan.
you.
Don't need
He's coming for you.
superpowers to be a superhero. Damn it!
That's right. That's right. He's
Uh,
gonna
That's
unleash
my angry
super-
voice. That's my
That is
angry
good.
voice.
Now let me ask you this before we get off the topic. Did you guys see the new
Yeah.
Flash? That DC
Yes, I
side?
did.
That
and I
was
liked
actually
it.
pretty good.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
People hate DC, but I think those movies are dark.
No, I
and
don't. I
like
don't
them
hate
that way.
DC. I don't hate DC. I just think they make a lot of garbage.
So Dan, I don't know if I've asked you this question, but my
I
suspicion.
saw the baby scene.
Oh, you did see that? Yeah, that was pretty good.
I saw that scene. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, super weird. Made baby in a microwave. Yeah, totally weird.
So weird.
So Dan, I'm going to ask this question, and forgive me if I've asked you this before. So I know Australians and people that live in the UK are probably a little bit more invested in like the whole world of James Bond than our friends in the States are.
James who? I'm just kidding.
So with
James Bond.
James Bond.
Good, nice,
So-
nice. Like that.
There's lots of speculation about who will be the next James Bond because it's been going for, fucking 30 years now, almost. Do you think, now stay with me on this one, Henry Cavill's been scrapped as Superman.
Ooh.
He's no longer on The Witcher.
Mm.
Do you think that is purposeful because he's got the nod?
I don't think it was purpose. I think he really wanted to do The Witcher because he's a massive Witcher fan.
Yes.
But they
Yeah, he's a nerd.
they screwed that shit up so much that he was
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm out.
Hold on, before you answer this question, he just asked.
He was
you
going to do
guys-
He was going to do 8 seasons. He was happy to do 8
Of The
seasons
Witcher?
of that of The Witcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not. He's done 3, and
So
even
is he-
then,
Is
he's
he
only
been
done about
nominated to
2
be
and a
the
half.
next Bond?
No, so speculation.
Yeah, speculation. at the
He
minute.
doesn't seem like a Bond type to me. I don't think.
No,
that-
Oh,
yes,
he
he
does.
does.
Yeah, he does.
He is exactly what I would argue the UK would call in a Bond. That's the description. That's
Okay,
the
so you guys
archetype.
saw him in Superman, right? Like
Yep.
he's
Yes.
a big guy. Like he's muscular,
Yeah.
huge. James Bond is more. I don't see him as a
Svelte?
big ripped guy. I think he's more svelte, like more quick, like Jason Statham type. That's who I could see being
God,
Bond.
Jason
before.
Statham as Bond would be fucking horrendous.
Oh hell no,
Holy
he kicks
shit,
some
I couldn't
ass.
pick a worse
won't
person.
work.
I
He probably
couldn't pick a
wouldn't,
worse.
but, hey. But
But
the
no,
body
and the
type is what I'm
reason-
saying. That's what I
The
mean.
reason
I
I'm
know what you
saying
mean.
that, and I know this is, I'm sorry, we're a little bit off topic here, but I know the reason I say that is
No.
because mysteriously his schedule has freed up over the last year, which I wonder if in his contract for Bond it said, we'll give you Bond, but you just can't do anything else until we tell everybody.
Well,
that
he's
you wanna
got
do
he's filming a new Guy Ritchie film at the minute, which
Yes.
is looking
Mhm.
pretty good.
Bond, which I reckon
good,
was probably signed off for.
good lineup,
before.
good lineup, and
Yeah.
he's also working on his own, and he's the one in charge of it for Amazon.
Yes.
A Warhammer 40k
Warhammer.
Allegedly.
Oh,
series. I cannot wait for that. I
Yeah.
just
Yes.
I
it's
want to see
perfect.
the boys. What's it called? The Z or the spin-off of the boys with the kids?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I've not.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
have
watch
Amazon
that.
Prime anymore, so I'll have to watch it.
I'll watch it and tell you all about it. Or I'll just
Thank
give you all
you.
the spoilers. You got it for
Mm.
me.
Tom Hardy as Bond? Absolutely not.
No,
He's
I
Venom.
agree too.
He is Venom.
I
that's
agree
it.
with Sam.
No.
Tom Hardy would be a strong second or third choice there.
No.
The only
Not
problem
for
with
me.
Tom Hardy, he's too old. he's too
Ooh,
old.
is he that? Is he too old?
Yeah, he's like mid 40s, almost.
Oh, so is
yeah,
Statham. So that's probably why he's
43,
not going to fit
44.
either. So
I think
See, I
Cavill's
think in
like
the US
late
we're more like-
30s.
we're more like Mission Impossible. You know, Tom Cruise
Yeah.
on Mission Impossible for what, 25, 30? It seems like forever.
They don't do that with Bond though, because Bond's done over
No.
like decades. It's like I think
Right.
how old was Daniel Craig when he did the first one? I think he was 40 when he started.
Yeah, something like that.
And then he finished at like 53 or something.
Yeah, but who was
like, you know,
before him?
Pierce
Brosnan.
Brosnan.
Brosnan,
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, Pierce Brosnan was also an older guy when they cast him in as Bond, but
But
he
see,
had
he's
that.
golden.
Golden
N64,
Yeah,
He is the quintessential.
Yep.
To me, and
Yeah.
I think that Henry is a totally different looking person. Like I just don't. He's not. I don't know.
feel-
I'm
telling you,
just going by
reckon it's
looks.
him, man. I'm calling it. His schedule's too free all of a sudden.
I kind
Well-
of feel like is the only fit right now.
Well, they
Yeah.
called me and I said, "Give it to Henry." I'm
Yeah.
really busy with the podcast. You know,
I think you would have
TNT's
been a great fit.
I think it'd be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
But he doesn't know how to
too busy.
spell Bond, which is a problem. So.
Well, the other thing is I had when LeBron was playing with the Cavaliers here in the
Yes.
U.S., they wanted me to be his second best man, but I'm like,
You're in
I prefer,
demand, man. You're in demand.
Yes,
I know,
Yes,
but
it's
this
true.
TNT podcast really takes the cake.
Listen, for those of you who are listening, let's say the day after we broadcast, and maybe
kissed.
no,
What?
it was Lazenby was the worst. It was Australian too.
I don't mind Lazenby. That was a good movie. I
Hey,
thought it was good.
It was all right. There's a book about you should watch. It's a great documentary about Lazenby and all of his sexual conquests when he was James Bond, because apparently he slept his way through most of England.
No.
Check that one out.
That's what you do. That's what you do when you Bond, right?
Yeah, well, that's exactly. Imagine the clout you get, right? So,
I know, it'd be crazy.
but what I was going to say is, for anybody that's listening to the podcast, not watching us but listening at home, Tuna is a very handsome-looking man. I know his voice doesn't give it away.
No. Here, I can fix that though.
Yes.
How about this? Oh, here we go. How about this? No, didn't change.
No.
Not working. Now it's not working. Of course.
Now it's not working.
You've killed the moment.
It's true. He's got a full head of hair. He's got a youthful glow, and he's got some pearly white teeth. It's the perfect. Michael, I'm going to put this comment up because I'm going to that would be the worst fucking Bond ever. Ryan Gosling. Right now, listen, I did see him in Grey Man, and I actually thought he did a great job.
It's a good movie. I like that movie.
It was a great movie. But Ryan Gosling, my goodness, the worst. Sam said that he can't be Bond. He has zero qualities needed for the role.
Sam would just complain about everything.
I could just picture this, right? This is Sam. It's a pivotal scene in the Bond movie, and Bond needs to stop, a nuclear weapon going off, and he needs to disarm it with his smartphone, and he pulls out the Surface Duo. Yeah. He's like, oh, fuck, dual screen. Don't know what to do. I'm just kidding, Sam. I'm just kidding.
He can't fight for himself right now.
Michael, I know that he's married to Eva Mendes, Ryan Gosling, and that does give him some credit. But still not a great choice for Bond. I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry. I wish we had better news there. Speaking of things that are not James Bond, AI. So we talked a little bit about AI and all things. So there's a company that. So my fear with AI is that everybody's going to try to dip their toe into the pond, and they're just going to start creating these AI robot things because it's a money-making enterprise. It's hot commodity, if you will. So there's a company here, and I'm just going to put up their website up on screen here, called Apptronik. Now, Apptronik is not known very well for their AI investments. And
it reminds me of iRobot.
It does, yeah. So Apptronik, for the most part, used to make shitty, cheesy Amazon tech. And somewhere along the line, they invested in AI. And they've just released this Apollo robot, or what they call, and I have to pull up the website, general purpose humanoid robot.
Oh my God, please.
So their experience and expertise building over 10 previous robots, including 10. Apparently NASA's
and
Valkyrie.
Samsung's only on a 5th generation folding phone. They're on.
I know, they can't even get that shit right. Fucking who knows what's going to happen here. We'll come back to that. Sorry, Mike.
Is this like a Megan? Is this like Megan 2? These things are going to like come to life and like.
You know what? It's funny that you say that, because I'm just looking at this picture here. That
okay, now we don't know what you want to do with it, Dan.
Whoa.
Looking at, it's funny that you say that.
I've got Thanos.
It's true. He doesn't need it, but that Thanos microphone would look great on this robot.
Actually would, yeah.
Yeah. What I was getting at is, and this was just a side note, but that face is fucking haunting on this humanoid robot.
It's not very human, is it?
Not very human. No, it's just got 2 eyes and a blank kind of shaped face. Which
have you ever seen that cartoon, Mitchell's Against the World or whatever? That's what it reminds me of. And you could see him like drawing their smiley face. The smile
So
into
I
their
think
eyes.
what's interesting about this Apollo general purpose humanoid robot, which is fucking the stupidest name ever, but anyway, they want to put this in what I would consider day job roles. So things like production, retail, home delivery, elder care,
Cafeterias,
construction,
stuff like that.
oil and gas. And I love the narrative on this. The way that this is
Prostitution,
written is beautiful. It says, is the first commercial humanoid robot that was designed for friendly interaction. So you're telling me all the other ones they made are not? So what happened to the 9 other robots when they have to put in the product description that it's designed for friendly interaction? But we'll come back to that.
I will tell you. Go to
They
YouTube, look up the trailer for Creator, and that'll
kick
tell
people
you.
in the balls. That's what they do.
Have you seen that? Have you guys seen
I
that?
have seen the trailer for that. I'll pull that up in a second because that actually looks pretty good. But mass manufacturing, high payloads, and safety. Now, this is
What the hell?
Creepy. 5'8" height, 4-hour runtime.
Nope.
That's some shitty battery life.
Did you guys ever watch The Office?
Yes.
Do you remember when Ed Truck died and they're trying to make a statue for him, and he's like, "We weren't at human height." No, give an extension cord so if it comes to life, it'll unplug itself and won't attack us.
Is this the
American version? That's the only one
Yes.
that really matters.
Yeah.
So
Dan doesn't know
Is
that.
it, though?
He only knows the real version, which I would argue is also
Without ours, Jaws doesn't exist.
it's true. It's true. But anyway, 5'8",
Matters more.
160 pounds. That's quite heavy. 4-hour runtime, which I don't know about you guys, but a workday is longer than 4 hours. So this fucking thing's going to have to be recharged like every other minute.
There'll
Just
be a
get
Tesla
multiple
charger.
4-hour
It's true.
shifts.
You see this thing walking up with Tesla chargers and plugging itself in.
Plug itself in. There was a really great British show, Dan, and you might be able to. Do you remember the show Robots? Did you ever watch that show? It was a great British show about humanoid robots functioning in the everyday world. It's set in the near future.
I don't think I did.
Okay, you should check that one out. Everybody at home,
I'll have
check
a
that one out.
look.
It's a good one. Yeah.
What's wrong with
Anyway,
all the
payload.
British
So
stuff? Come on.
it can carry 55
tough.
pounds. So that's the maximum payload capacity of this thing. But here,
Carry more than me.
this is what I wanted to show you because this made me laugh. Modular design. So it can be mounted to any mobility platform, stationary or fully mobile with legs. So you can cut this fucking thing in half.
That one's got a mouth.
And you can mount it wherever the fuck you want. And yeah, now this one, I noticed that too, actually. Let's have see this.
Okay, you know what? This better not be real. There's no way.
This is 100% real.
Oh God.
Just to be just a public announcement, the TNT podcast has now just invested in AI as well. And we're working on a robot as well. So we got to join in.
We need our own robot. Have you still got that fucking Amazon robot thing? What's that thing called?
Dude, I'm telling you, that thing is Astro. I don't think they sell them anymore, actually. You know, when I'm out of the house, that thing is great. I can drive around and check on people. I was talking to my kids, right? I walked right up to him with the camera, was talking to him and everything. It was fantastic.
I would love you know what I would love, Tuna? With the next podcast, I want you to just start with him in front of your camera and the microphone, and we'll just talk to that. Just see how long we can get along.
You know, when you ask Google or Alexa certain questions, they do a pretty good job of like, hey, tell me a joke. What's the weather? How are things going? But
do fart noises.
Alexa is not that good on Astro. It is not good.
No.
Like I'll say, you say. Now it says if you say like my daughter goes, "I love you," which is weird. It like has eyes that like it makes like a happy expression. It's creepy.
It's I don't know. Like
but it's not bad. It really just kind of wheels itself around the house. That's all it really does.
But see, this is my fear with things like this Apollo and Astro is that all of it is just fucking experimentation.
It is.
And the fear with experimentation when it comes to AI is what happens if one of them gets it right? Like, I know, what if they just unlock some shit or like program something differently than the next one, and all of a sudden this thing's fucking walking around, I don't know, operating heavy machinery, weapons.
But this thing has a face, arms, legs.
Yeah.
Astro is literally wheels and a screen. It's not going to do
True.
anything to hurt you. It records you and put it all over the internet, but this thing can
You
do
know
a
what I
hell
would
of a lot
love
more.
Astro to do? Just talk shit. Just up on screen, just fucking roast people. Anybody that comes in your house, it's like, oh, look at this fucking guy. That would make me laugh. I would love
I
to
will
have
tell
that.
you can go to the fridge and my wife will put a beer or a pop in it and say, go to Jason, and it'll actually look for you and come right up to you, and you can just pull it out of the cup holder in the back. I mean,
See, that's
it's
impressive.
not really that advanced though. So
Dan would love that. I think Dan's he would love to have an Astro bring
for
him
tea,
a
yes,
cold
of course,
beer,
not
or
alcoholic beverages. He doesn't drink
a
alcohol.
tea. Sorry, a tea. This is true.
Right.
Yeah.
Never
But-
alcohol, eh?
No.
No.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring up this. Sorry, Mike. Mike's going in for surgery on Monday. He posts. This discussion is just in time for me to have a robotic surgery on Monday.
Yeah, Michael, just to let you know, Apollo will be the one doing the surgery. So don't worry, they're on their 10th. They're the 10th robot. So you have
generation.
You'll be
a
fine.
chance.
You'll be fine.
It's fine. Don't worry. I think again, my fear is just what happens when we start seeing these things and people start buying them up, because that's what people are going to do. People are going to buy these things and just see what they can do.
Just make sure when you wake up, Mike, you've got more than one bollock.
It's true. This is true. I mean, look, Mike, they might make you into a superhero. Who knows, right? These AI might just go, hey, what can we do to Mike to turn him in? Listen, I said this once before on the show. I saw Mike shave his head and his beard, and it grew back a week later. I actually think Mike might be Wolverine.
He might be the 11th robot they're working on. Yeah.
He's got impressive virility when it comes to hair growth. I wish I had.
I don't at all.
We tried. We tried with Tuna. We tried.
I'm none.
I'll have to get a wig since Halloween's around the corner. I'll get like an afro wig or something. And
we should do. Actually, that's a good idea for a podcast right there. A Halloween edition.
We have to wear a costume.
Our most fearful tech.
I think Dan, you need to be a clown for sure.
I don't know. I do that. I do that daily. So that's. I need something different. Something different.
An N64 controller. Oh, Sam. Listen, I will just again. My fear is just it falling into the wrong hands. Now, on a lighter note, speaking of tech that actually has been pretty impressive, and there's been a lot of talk about this this week in a lot of social media, and that is PlayStation. So PlayStation has revealed their portable gaming streaming handheld called the PlayStation Portal, which I think again is a fucking dumb name, but someone got paid.
Sony always names their crap weird. Their headphones and everything.
Yeah. So I mean,
shocking.
$200, which
looks good,
way cheaper than I expected it to be. Mm-hmm. But basically, what we're getting here, and this is kind of to give you the rundown, a tablet wedged between two halves of a DualSense controller. So imagine taking a PlayStation controller and chopping it in half and slapping a tablet in between it. LCD screen, haptic feedback, and you can stream games from your PS5 console. When someone else is using the TV, you can still play remotely on Wi-Fi. So kind of like taking your subscription or whatever games you've got on your PS5 that you've purchased or downloaded and allowing you to use it remotely, which I think
I have two questions. Two questions.
Yeah.
Can this be used as a regular controller connected to a PS5? And the other, like a Wii U kind of thing? And not the same functionality, but if you happen to be just lazy and it's in your hand, can you pair it? The other thing is, being a tablet, is it an Android based? Like, what's the processor? What it can't be that powerful. It's
so
just streaming
PlayStation
something.
Portal cannot run apps locally. Everything is pulled from your PS5.
No, it'll be hacked. Just wait.
Yeah, someone's gonna hack it. You know that's coming.
I think it's a bit. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it looks nice.
It looks cool.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But I was saying to Tuna just before the broadcast began, I was always a fan of like the PSP, which was like another previous PlayStation console.
The Vita? Did you have the Vita?
The Vita. I never had the Vita either. But for me, so what makes this interesting for me is a little bit of nostalgia. Mm-hmm. I never got the chance to use the other PlayStation handheld devices. So for me, I look at this and go, this is something I can afford now. I don't have a PS5, but something I can afford now. Maybe here's my chance to own a PlayStation handheld device because I mean the Vita and the PSP have just disappeared. Right?
So you need a PS5 to use it.
I think you need an account.
I bet you
that
need a
you've
PS5.
downloaded
For
yes,
$200, you're going to need a PS5. I can almost
Yeah.
guarantee it.
So you're telling me I have to convince my wife that in order
Yes.
to get this, I need a PS5 as well?
Yes.
Did you just say
Amazing.
convince?
Well, yeah, you know.
Shh, don't say anything.
I'm
This isn't
sorry,
being
Yeah.
recorded. Don't worry about it. No one heard you.
Don't worry, it's
No,
for
this is-
work.
This is
Work-
not going
work
live.
Yeah, it's for work.
It's for
It's
work
very
purposes.
important. Yeah, very important.
Actually, you know what's funny? Now, this is a true story. So I took my son the other day to get an eye test. And the doctor was saying, you know, look, his eyes have gotten a little bit worse from last year. It's probably from too much iPad or tablet use. Now, I try to limit how much my son's on there like we all do. But, you know, when he's not, my back is turned, he's probably playing fucking Roblox or whatever. And I said to her, I said, well, what could we do? And she said, well, look, he can watch TV. That's not a problem. It's like, you know, doing things close, that's the issue. And my son asked the question, well, can I play games on the TV? And she said, yes. And that was my in. That was my in for the PS5 right there, right? So now
And they're
I said to my
available
wife-
everywhere now.
And they are, and they're on sale
Yeah.
right now too, $649. But
Yeah.
$640. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Canada price.
$450
sorry.
here, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, sorry. Conversion rate. But there's my in, right? It's funny. I said I looked at my wife and went, well, you know, we might have to get rid of his iPad, but he's gonna want to play games because that's what kids like to do.
Hey,
And,
that version,
sure.
whatever version of iPad you have, you might be able to
Grown-up
sell that
kids
thing
too.
and pay for the PS5.
Well, at least part of it, yeah. At least you know a
Yeah,
little bit of a
yeah.
thing there, but it was the perfect
Hmm.
in. It's like, hey, here is my way to get a PS5. Not, I mean, listen, if I wanted to buy one, I would. I'm just not a huge gamer myself. But you know,
I'm not a massive PlayStation gamer.
no. I mean, I had I think a PlayStation 2 one back in the day.
I had a 1 and a 2. My family.
I
Yeah,
love the
I
one.
never-
I love the one.
One
After
classic.
Nintendo, controllers got too complicated for me. I was always used to a mouse and a keyboard. I can never grasp that whole aiming with, you know, first person shooters with a
Yeah.
joystick was impossible for me. I never could.
Yeah. I had I think it was on the PlayStation 2. There was, I forget the name of the game, but there was a shoot 'em up game. But it came with like a gun controller. It was a wired gun controller.
Really? I
And
don't
you had
remember that
yeah.
one.
I forget the name of the
Time
game. but that was
Crisis.
what-
Ooh,
what-
I bet
yes,
it could have
it
been
was
Time
Time
Crisis.
Crisis.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I can
one of
think
my
of.
favorite games on
That was a
PlayStation.
Sony game, wasn't it?
That was a Sony game.
It was
yeah.
Namco.
Oh, Namco.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it was
Licensed
Sony. I think it was
through
Sony
PlayStation.
exclusive though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, great game. Yeah, so I mean, interesting. Again, for me, it's nostalgia. It's an interesting device, you know, being able to play your games remotely, and I guess that's the big trend right now with Steam Deck and Nvidia and all these companies coming out and saying, "Hey, we want you to start playing."
Well, it's
I
not
think
just that; it's
gaming
retro
portal.
gaming too. Now you can go back and play. Like Switch has all the retro Nintendo games, and
Yeah.
you know, just before this, we were talking about that game. What was it called? Seventh Guest that no one's ever
Yes.
heard of in the '90s. It was like 7 DVDs, and you had to walk through a mansion, and it was
box
like,
set.
yeah, and you had to like answer riddles, and then there was like live action actors in it that were talking like
Yeah.
this ghost, and I told him they were making it as a VR game, and it looks fantastic, but the guy who was playing it had no idea it was already a game previous, you know.
Oh,
So it's like
okay.
it has all the same music. It's crazy.
Nice.
But anyway,
I love how they're doing that. Like, I mean, I know this
Mhm.
is like a big push now for all these retro games to be available for everybody. But I mean, the problem with a lot of these handheld gaming handsets is that they're just not all that good. I know I was watching a video recently. Someone was talking about Steam Deck, and a lot of the issues that people have with a lot of these handhelds, besides the Nintendo Switch, I don't know for the Nintendo Switch, but they were saying that like the battery life's pretty horrendous. You know,
Yeah.
especially
well,
if you're playing
Steam
it
Deck is
nonstop,
pretty
right?
decent. The Ally was terrible. I had that.
Yeah.
thing. It was.
It's more powerful.
It's more
Yeah.
powerful, but it was a Windows machine. So you had
Yes.
all the issues of compatibility and changing stuff. Whereas Steam Deck had that the Proton layer and Linux, and it was most games that were optimized worked right out of the gate. You didn't have to do a lot of finagling, but the Ally was terrible. I did not like that thing at all. It was the worst. I
No.
mean, it was fast, but I really have a Steam Deck, even though it's bigger. It just worked better.
Well, Michael just mentioned here that Atari's announced the 2600 plus, We'll be able to play 2,600 and 5,200 games, and they'll have a 10-in-1 cartridge available, which I love. He said he had no idea Atari. Yeah. All those classic Atari games, which we all, have come to love over our time.
I don't think I ever played Atari.
I played Atari, and I don't think I ever want to play it again. And here's why I say it.
The games aren't that great.
No, I mean,
graphics weren't good.
Like Nintendo. I grew up in Nintendo age, and I bought the Nintendo Classic when it first came out. Yeah, it's fun for 20 minutes, and it's like, okay, I'm done. Like, new games are just so much more engaging, and it's hard to go back. It's so simple. I let my kids play it for a while. Even they got bored,
Yeah.
I don't know though. Some of those like classic PlayStation games, like there are a lot of games on like the original PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, which
that's different.
You could probably still get a lot of enjoyment from, like, just playing it.
GameCube, Dreamcast, Crazy
all those.
The Homer Simpsons Hit and Run, like those things were fun. But Super Mario Bros, you jump. I mean, you jump and run.
I think some games don't age great. Some games just don't age very well. I think like the original Super Mario Bros. Not so great, but if you play Super Mario World, that game is still amazing.
It's because it adds a bunch of dimension that
the original one didn't.
Yeah, not to be like,
Well,
I get dimensional because it's 3D, but I mean, it's just different. It's got more things you can do in the game. There's a storyline and stuff like that.
Did you guys ever play Tekken?
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, hell yeah.
So Generation 8 of the game Tekken is due very soon.
Was that Neo Geo originally? Is that a Neo Geo game?
Maybe.
Maybe. I think it's just PlayStation.
Idea.
Well, it might have been. PlayStation was an arcade. I thought it was the Neo Geo arcade thing. I could be totally off.
Maybe.
Well, it's going to hit PC, PS5, Xbox January 26th. Pre-orders opened a couple of days ago. 32 unique fighters. Beginning of the new Tekken saga.
New York.
I know, I know. But anyway, at the end of the day, these games are coming back. We love it because of it. And I think, any ability to play these games remotely and not have to be attached to your TV is always a good thing.
Right.
It'd be cool if you could use that, like Tuna said, like use it like a Wii U gamepad. Like,
yes.
But the trouble is because it's not with the console as standard, there's no reason to develop games to work on it. So
that makes sense. Well, I'm just saying, a wasted controller. Like if you're sitting in your house, and like, man, I want to play this on the big screen.
Yeah,
you can turn the PS5 on, it connects, and you can use at least use the game package.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
If you're lazy,
sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, so I was just reading about a little bit more about it, is you can't actually do cloud game streaming on it.
What?
Unless you are a PlayStation Plus premium subscriber, which I can only imagine is I don't know, fucking $70 a month kind of charge or something like that.
What is it with the society? Everything's subscription based now. That's the biggest play. Like, it's not hardware anymore. It's all. I mean, what does Google have? But no one's doing it. Well, you get the phone, Google Pass, YouTube Premium. And it's like $100 a month or $100 or whatever, and you get the phone and everything all in one. Even Google Fi or so. I don't remember. It was.
Yeah, I mean, look, everything. That's the problem with all these subscription services. Whether it's streaming shit that you're watching at home, or you're using your game service to play games remotely. Everything costs money, and that's kind of part of it, right? For part of the problem with tech today is that we need less subscription services and more just kind of one purchase, and we can enjoy it a bit like the days of old.
We need more money trees.
True. If you find some and you want to donate some to the TNT podcast, reach out to us on Twitter or YouTube, or send it to Dan, and Dan will share the wealth.
We'll do the conversion rate. Don't worry about it. We can handle that.
I shared anything. Sorry.
Nothing. Trees? What trees are you talking about?
They don't grow here.
Yeah.
Trees.
He's gonna send us a basil plant and be like, this is what they sent me. When no money grows on it, we know why. But anyway, well, listen, guys, that actually brings us to the end of the TNT podcast for tonight. Thank you very much to Dan and Tuna for joining us, Mike, Sam, and everybody else in the chat, and everybody that's listening at home. We appreciate you. Remember to like and subscribe on the TNT YouTube channel, and also check out Tuna and Dan and everyone else that's on our podcast. We all have our own respective social media accounts and things that we do on the side. We won't talk about all the other OnlyFans stuff, but the good stuff you can access pretty accessibly. We would love to have you guys be a part of our journey. Remember, if you didn't catch us live tonight, you can also check us out on Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Audible. Tuna will even take his VHS player out and record the screen and send you a VHS tape through the mail.
Sure.
If you can find a way to play it. On that note, we will wrap it up there. Thank you very much, guys. We will catch you next Friday, 7 p.m. on the TNT podcast. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
See you.